Kidcoin is, every great business starts with a vision. So I'll give you just a quick minute on the background and where this idea was generated. I grew up as a student athlete. My dream was to play, professional soccer. Went to Columbia University in New York and played there for 4 years with the team. And the greatest lesson that I got, life lesson that I carry forward into today, was the incredible challenge of managing my time, my energy between the challenges of academics, athletics. As a young person going away from your home for the first time, you really learn how to become a young adult and manage your way in the world. It was a great challenge for me, helped me really develop a lot of the, again, time and life management skills, that I carry into my business and the entrepreneurial world. One thing you don't learn in college that they don't teach you is how to balance a checkbook, how to manage money. So you come out with all this great education and knowledge, and the real world hits you with debt. It hits you with paying your own bills on time for the first time if your parents helped support you through your early upbringing. And that's really where the initial idea came back in 2000 for myself, was to create a platform for families to help educate young children from a young age on becoming more knowledgeable, gaining what we call financial literacy, confidence, and what we all want for our kids is for them to eventually be able to stand on their own 2 feet and become independent, responsible young adults. So that was the initial vision. There was a previous business that I started with some partners called 401 Kid, where we focused on really the financial planning part of what is now a much larger vision with Kidcoin. 401 Kid helped with financial planning for college and things of that nature. And now Kidcoin acquired that business and has added some other prongs that I'll explain to you here. So it is a lifelong passion of mine to help young people gain these life skills that they don't typically or always learn at home or in school. So we are the first and only, as of now, blockchain-based, what we call family finances solution with a focus on financial literacy. And again, it all starts with the kids. If you have children, you know that they not only rule our hearts, but they also, to some degree, start to rule our checkbooks, right? We have to start planning our lives, their expenses, start from a very young age, and then they start having their own demands. And we argue that getting children involved in the process of what they want, how to get it, is a good part of their education as an individual coming up in the world. So what we offer in Kidcoin is a hybrid digital wallet. We're obviously huge proponents of cryptocurrency. I believe it is the future of currency, and it is this smart money that we're already starting to see through things like Venmo and PayPal is very, very intuitive for young people. So we talk about digital natives, the millennials, that kind of grew up with the internet, that I myself and a lot of us in the room might not have grown up with, and we've adapted to it. And now this new generation, we're in Generation Z now, the young kids and even the younger children, the next one's going to be Generation Alpha. These young people are even beyond digital natives. They're going to be growing up in a world where they're able to see, smart cars without drivers and be able to order them from their, Siri or Alexa. So these kids are very intuitive. My 2.5-year-old son knows how to work an iPhone and get the apps he wants. So we believe that allowing these kids to engage at an earlier stage of their development is encouraging for them, and we offer that through our platform. So the hybrid wallet is at the middle, and then we have a whole ecosystem and modules around it where others can support the development of these, again, critical life skills. So this is a quick look at the ecosystem. We bring educators in schools, offering teachers classroom apps that help to gamify the process of financial literacy. Obviously, parents have to be involved and have to feel comfortable with where their children are allowed to spend money. So in our ecosystem, within Kidcoin, we have an age-appropriate marketplace with vetted vendors that the community can kind of vote up or down as appropriate products and services to be made available to our children. So not only can the kids earn Kidcoin through simple things like doing their chores, doing their homework, and getting basic allowance, which parents can offer through both fiat and crypto, but then kids have other earnings opportunities from sponsors and brands that want to offer micro rewards to these children for doing some product research on their products. And also well-to-do sponsors and donors can offer things like what we call micro scholarships for, again, encouraging good achievements like getting good grades or some other type of positive behavior that we want to see these children conducting in the world. So I always give the example of, let's say, an athlete that grew up in a specific neighborhood and wants to help, let's say, high school kids from their neighborhood where they grew up. They can come into the Kidcoin platform and create very specific criteria on the age range, on demographics, ethnicity of children that they want to see rewarded with, let's say, $100 worth of Kidcoin scholarships when they're able to prove that they've achieved, let's say, a certain grade in a certain type of class. So again, it takes a village, we say, to raise a child, and we believe that in Kidcoin we're creating an ecosystem, we're creating tools to support that village, to support parents, to give them parental monitoring tools where they can, again, feel comfortable with where and how their children spend. And at the same time, as young kids come into high school and move towards college and ultimately independence, parents need to learn and feel comfortable in loosening the reins. So that's another thing we seek with Kidcoin, to kind of aid parents and young people in that transition to financial independence. This is a quick look at our team. I won't go over everyone's background, but again, myself, I've been what I guess we would call a serial entrepreneur. I've spent all my time in the last 22 years since college building businesses. I've had a couple of successful exits, and I've surrounded myself, as they always say, you surround yourself with great talent, but also chemistry, as we know, is just as important as the great resumes of the team. But I'll highlight a couple of people here with me today. We do have a booth in the other hall. We have our COO, Regina Hartman, our CFO, Zara Khalid, and our Chief Brand Officer, who's one of my mentors and one of the world's leading futurists, David Houle. He was instrumental as the lead sales executive in founding a couple of companies that you may have heard of, MTV, Nickelodeon, CNN Headline News, back in the 80s, and has transformed his career from being an executive into a leading speaker and author. And essentially, he's helping us build a global brand here with Kidcoin. Carmine Vona, who's our senior technology advisor, was CIO at Bankers Trust, which was acquired by Deutsche Bank for over 30 years, and helped to architect some of the biggest financial systems, and was one of the founding fathers of tools like SWIFT that help us move money nowadays in the more traditional banking sector. So someone that has that kind of vision and has seen the evolution of financial technology is supporting the development of this next wave of innovation in terms of blockchain technology. I believe we have an excellent team. Obviously, the team is still growing. We are in a very early stage of our process in terms of fundraising. We're in private sale as we speak. We kind of pushed our ICO a bit down the line because we really want to have a product in market by the time we do our major token generation event. So we're actively in the very early active stages of development of the platform. But again, as noted, we have the vision, we have the team, and we have the prior company that I mentioned, 401 Kid, that has one piece of what is now a larger ecosystem of tools. Our jurisdiction is the Cayman Islands. Obviously, everyone hears about the regulatory challenges in the US and worldwide, and it's natural, it's normal when something new comes and creates disruption. We do have a US operation, but at the same time, we felt to really appeal to the international audience, that's very important to us for our ICO to be a true crowd sale, because we believe every parent who wants financial independence and confidence for their children would be a supporter of Kidcoin, as well as young children themselves that we'd encourage to join the system. So thank you so much for your time.